What does Elon Musk's security clearance have to do with yours? Absolutely nothing. Hi, this is Lindy with clearancejobs.com. Last week, there were some news reports about Elon Musk's alleged drug use and then how that would affect his ability to obtain or maintain a security clearance. There's always speculation when we see these public figures doing things that we see going against security clearance rules and regulations. It's come up with presidents or presidential candidates. Came up the case of Jack Teixeira. I get questions about Edward Snowden's clearance eligibility and looking into his SF-86. When it comes down to looking at these individuals and comparing anything in your case to theirs, the answer is always to not compare. Elon Musk is not like you. And so there could be stipulations within his clearance eligibility that would give him access despite issues. Now, if he is a current ongoing drug user, the policy does prohibit that. But past drug use can be mitigated. I know his ketamine use was brought up. If he's using ketamine under the advice of a physician, that is not an issue for his clearance eligibility. So the ketamine use is not an issue. We did do a video about this in the wake of Matthew Perry. Like, there are issues with ketamine use. That's a separate topic. Talking about, could you maintain a security clearance while using ketamine? Yes. Could you maintain a security clearance having done marijuana in the very recent past, or even with a slip up and having done drugs while having a clearance? Yes. There are, again, the security clearance process is designed to protect information and ensure national security work gets done. If the government thinks it is in its best interest to have Elon Musk have a security clearance for some aspect related to the SpaceX program, they could give him limited access authorizations. They could set up criteria. There's actually a process called conditional security clearances, which it sounds like is what Musk has and had in the wake of some videos posted of him doing drugs. He said he agreed to random drug testing. That is something that the government could say, hey, we're going to allow you to keep your security clearance with conditions. Conditional security clearances are a thing. That's where you can also be like Elon Musk and potentially have a conditional security clearance. But are you like Elon Musk because you're bringing a lot of innovation to the federal government and they're going to give you special access because you're special? No. The security clearance process is based on the individual. There are other Musks out there, folks with issues in their past, folks with that have alcohol issues, drug issues, other things. This is where the conditional clearances come to bear. If you have a special skill set that the government really wants to keep, if you're working on some secret squirrel program, there are folks in the native clearance population that we've seen able to obtain and maintain that conditional clearance, but it's because they are showing a willingness to keep to those conditions. And also it's the government saying, hey, we're our eyes on you. We can revoke and remove that access at any time if we think that your risk is greater than the reward of what you're bringing in terms of innovation, technology, insight. So it's a give and take. Again, the process is codified. There are a lot of rules and regulations around it, but it always comes down to that human and that person. So if you're looking at Elon Musk as being representative of the entire security clearance population or workforce, it's a wrong way to go. The government is looking at him as a unique person that they want to tap into for certain things. It does not mean that he's getting access to all of the government secrets. He has access to what he needs to have access to, I'm sure. And the government is, again, it sounds like having him do random drug testing and making sure that he's maintaining the aspects of clearance eligibility. But there are certainly cases where individuals are able to have conditional security clearances and have issues that would be an issue in the greater population waived because of their unique insights and information. So conditional clearances are something for the average clearance holder to be aware of. If you're coming up against an issue, if you're having issues with drugs, alcohol, but you think you have something that the government needs as well, really the conditional clearance process is there for you. The government's going to say, hey, we're going to walk alongside you. We're going to work with your FSO, your security officer, or your treatment plan, so you can maintain your job and your clearance eligibility while you work out these issues. So conditional clearances are a good thing, not a bad thing. They're the government saying, hey, we want to work with you. We want to protect information. It's always the primary responsibility, but we understand that this is a people process. We need the right people involved as well. So for more on conditional clearances, for more on hopefully not Elon Musk, for more on national security, visit us over at clearancejobs.com.